play the ukulele, do ya? Well, you've clicked on the right video. Welcome to Ukulele 101 Basic Training, where I'll be teaching you everything that I know about the ukulele. And that's not much, so get ready for a short series. All seriousness, this is a new series that I'm going to be doing on this channel just about like the basics of the ukulele, or just if you're a beginner ukuleleist, is that the word? I don't know, a guitarist, a ukuleleist, is that how you say it? I don't know. If you're a new musician whose chosen instrument happens to be a ukulele, then these are the videos for you. This is where you are going to learn everything there is to know about the ukulele. And when it comes to choosing a ukulele, you always have to look at the size and then the sound quality that you are going to try and go for. If you are looking for that like iconic ukulele sound, then you're probably thinking of a soprano ukulele. This is a soprano ukulele. It's a little tiny baby ukulele. It's super cute, and this is what it sounds like. So I'm gonna go ahead and play a little jam for ya. I'm gonna do the same thing on every ukulele. Totally bombed that. Okay, let's do that again. Alright, so that is your soprano ukulele, and that is like the one that you hear. Let's see if I can go. Somewhere over the rainbow, way up high, there's a place that I heard of once in a If you were thinking of that song, you're probably thinking of the soprano ukulele. The next size ukulele is the one that I prefer. It is the concert size. Now you'll probably recognize, if you're not new to this channel, you'll probably recognize this ukulele or the other one that has like the little zebra stripes on it. They're not zebra stripes, but that's what they kind of look like. So these are both concert size ukuleles, and they just have a little bit of a richer sound. So I'm gonna go ahead and play that fancy little thing that I tried on the soprano and then completely failed at. Or you can also do Somewhere Over the Rainbow on this one too. Concert size ukulele. The next one I do not have an example of. It is a tenor ukulele, which is a little bit bigger than the concert size, but it sounds very similar. It has more of a richer sound to it though. And then the other size is a baritone ukulele, and I do not have a baritone ukulele either. But a baritone ukulele differs from the other ukuleles in that it is actually just the bottom 4 strings of the guitar. So if you have a guitar for some reason just lying around your house and you happen to pluck the bottom 4 strings, you would hear what a baritone ukulele sounds like. So it would go like this. And then if you're feeling a little crazy or want to try something a little more out there, you could invest in a banjolele. Now, a banjolele is exactly what it sounds like. It is a banjo mixed with a ukulele. And a banjolele is tuned the exact same way as a ukulele, and you use the same exact chords as well. So, ready? I'll go ahead and play that little thing again. So definitely this one has more of a bluegrassy kind of feel to it. All right, now once you have selected the size ukulele that you want, then it is time to learn about your different parts of the ukulele. So we are gonna start from the very top. So starting from the top of your ukulele, let me move over to the side here so that way you can see the ukulele. Starting from the very top of your ukulele, you'll notice this little this black part. Well, on my ukulele it's black, on yours it might not be that black, but this part here is called the headstock. After your headstock, you have these little things right here. You can see them. These little, also on mine, again, they're black, but yours might be a different color. They might be white, possibly. These things are called tuning pegs. Now, tuning pegs are extremely important when playing any instrument, any kind of stringed instrument. A tuning peg is exactly what it sounds like. It tunes the instrument. I'm gonna go into a little more detail on about how to tune your ukulele in just a minute. So from there, we have this little thing here. On my ukulele, it is white. I think on most instruments, it's a white piece. This is called a nut. A nut just kind of secures your strings in place right here, keeps them from sliding. And then going down from there, this long thing right here is called the neck of your ukulele. All right, and this is where you're gonna be doing most of like your chords and like possibly if you're doing like a crazy like riff or ukulele solo or whatever, if you're just, I don't know, but you would play most of your things, not most, everything would be played on the neck of this ukulele right here. And then on your neck of the ukulele, in order to make those really killer sounds, you need these. These little metal bars here going all the way up and down the neck are called frets. Now, a fret is what you use to change the sound of the ukulele. So if I were to put my finger right here behind this third fret, and then if I were to strum, okay, makes one sound, right? Okay, if I were to change and do a different position and go, maybe do one finger here behind the first fret and then do one finger behind the second fret, completely changes the sound, right? Goes from here those are chords, and your frets are very important because if you didn't have a fret, well then it would be pretty difficult to do a chord on the neck of your ukulele. Now, as you'll notice right down here, you'll see like these little dots right here on the neck as it starts to go down, getting closer to like the body of this ukulele here. By the way, this is the body. These right here are called fret markers. And also some ukuleles, not all, but this one here, this ukulele here, soprano, has fret markers up at the top of the ukulele as well as on the neck down here. Your fret markers are very, very important if you were to pluck a song. They're very important to memorize at what numbers or what number fret these markers are on. So like for example, this one is fret number 5. So if I always just remember that the first marker is on fret number 5 without even having to like, you know, really think about it, as I'm playing my instrument, I can just go, oh, fret number 5. I know where exactly where that is, and then fret number 7, and then you just keep counting down, you know? So extremely helpful when you're doing like tabs. Tablature, that's another video that I'll have to do later on. I'm still learning those, by the way. Those are like extremely difficult. You're never fully a master of an instrument. All right, from there, as we mentioned, we have the body of the ukulele. That's this part here. And this is where all of the sound is made. And from there, we've got our little sound hole. This is where all of the sound comes out of. We need that in order for our sound to just kind of push out, okay? And then from there, we have this little brown piece down here. This is called a saddle. And then on top of that, you'll see this little white thing. That is a bridge. You know, actually I might have mixed up the saddle and the bridge. I don't know, you don't need those to play, so it's fine. The last but very most important piece of this instrument are the strings. So let's get right on into how to tune this thing. So a ukulele, before we actually tune it, well, this one is actually already in tune, but before we tune it, I want to tell you the names of these strings. So when you're holding your ukulele, I want you to hold it with your left hand, and I want you to just hold it with your left hand like this. Boop, just like that. All right, and then from the top, we're gonna go down. So we've got G, C, E, A. G, C, E, A. Now the easiest way to remember the names of these strings is to come up with a mnemonic. So I have done that for you, and I wanted it to be something that would be easy to remember, so it's somewhat humorous. And the mnemonic, or the mnemonic, is Granny can't eat apples. So Granny can't eat apples, just remember that. Granny can't eat apples. And then you've got the strings of your ukulele. Now, the names of these strings are their tuning. So, or the names of these strings is also what they're going to be tuned to. I highly recommend getting a little like tuning device to help you with tuning your ukulele. Otherwise it could be pretty difficult to tune it. There are ways of tuning your ukulele without a tuning device, but I highly recommend getting one. If you don't want to actually go out and get like a little tuner that clips onto your ukulele, there are like apps that you can get. I've never personally used any of the apps, so I can't recommend any to you, but I'm sure you can find some good ones. I don't really know. So if you've never used a little tuner like this, all you have to do is you clip it on the headstock, remember, the headstock of your ukulele, and you are just going to twist your tuning pegs until the little light glows. It might glow green or it might glow, just get brighter. I don't really know what, it depends on the tuning device that you're using. Mine glows green, which is great because it's one of my favorite colors. So when you're tuning your ukulele, you're just going to pluck the single string, pluck your G string, and then wait for your device to glow. And then if it's not at the right letter, then you're just going to twist your pegs until you get to the right one. Okay, so now we're gonna talk about how to properly hold your ukulele. So if you are right-handed, that means you are going to be using your right hand to strum the ukulele, and you're gonna be using your left hand to form the chords. Okay, so go ahead and take your ukulele. If you're right-handed, I want you to take your right arm and just kind of rest it for now. You can just kind of like put it over the strings right here like this. Just hold it, okay? Because we're just gonna be working on the position. I don't want you playing the strings at this moment. So you're gonna take your left hand and you are going to rest the neck right in between your thumb and your index finger, okay? The best way I can explain it is to just kind of rest it in there and then pinch your index finger and your thumb together so that way the neck is kind of resting in between there. There are a lot of people when they first start playing the ukulele, I actually did this at first as well. I took my thumb and I pressed it onto the back of the ukulele like this, and it ended up causing like a lot of pain in my thumb. So you don't want to do that. I do not want to see you doing this. I can't physically see you, but I can feel you. So don't do it. All right, so I don't do this because it's just gonna cause a lot of pain. I've been there. Listen to me. There's no reason two people have to go through pain from the one mistake. So there we go, don't do this, do this. I want you to pinch, and that is right exactly where I want your neck to be resting, okay? So now you can unpinch it. See? Look, it rests perfectly. It's almost like it was made to fit in that little area. Perfect, right? Now that we've got the position of our left hand down, we are going to move on to our right hand strumming position. So there are a few different ways that you can actually strum your ukulele. For me personally, I like to use my index finger, and what I do is, here, let me get closer. What I do is I take my 3 fingers, these 3 fingers right in here, and I just kind of tuck them under, and I'm just kind of like making an L shape here. And then I'm gonna tuck my thumb into the side, and then I'm gonna use my nail to just kind of go over the strings. So it has more of a louder sound, as if you're using a pick, because you're using your hard nail. Another way that people strum the ukulele, I actually strum like this sometimes when I'm doing a softer song, is I use my thumb. And because it's not, we're not using like our hard nail to strum to get like a loud sound, like that, that's the index finger. Since we're using our skin instead, it has more of a softer sound, so it would go like this. What I'm doing is I am just taking my hand and I'm just going down like this, just all the fingers down, loose, wiggle. You're just going to relax your hand and you're just gonna go up and down. So those are the 2 different ways that you can strum your ukulele. Those are the ways that I find easiest to strum the ukulele. I know some people use ukulele picks, and if you want to, feel free to do that. I personally just like to use my fingers, so if I ever feel like I want to quickly change from strumming to plucking, I can do that. So like an example would be, you have just completed the basic training of the ukulele class. I hope you all enjoyed this video, and if you did, be sure to give it a big thumbs up and subscribe to this YouTube channel for more videos, more content, more entertaining things, more you fill in the blank. Anyway, I hope you all enjoyed this video, and be sure to give it a big thumbs up if you did enjoy it, or if it was just helpful to you. Maybe you didn't enjoy it, but it was helpful, so you can give it a big thumbs up then. Yeah. Anyways, I will see you all next time. Bye!